that is concerned about your well-being, your joy, your peace, your personal growth and development. So this is the channel for you. And this session will be looking at the silent enemy within. I repeat, the silent enemy within. So we'll be looking at 25 self-defeating habits and behaviors that keep people from success. We can call them some self-sabotaging habits or behavior. Some of them occur knowingly, some unknowingly. Some, they are habits that develop over time, behaviors over time that now became habits. And this now start to sabotaging their progress. Have you ever wondered why some talented people, intelligent people, hardworking people are now having challenges with their personal success and progress? They find it difficult to reach their goals. It may be one of these things. That's why you come along with me and you can share this with someone close to you that you know may need it. Okay. So the greatest obstacle to success is not always lack of money or lack of education or lack of opportunity. Sometimes it can be the enemy within, which is our own self-defeating behavior, habits, or attitudes to life. These habits quietly rob us of our success, of our achievements, of our expected goals, of our happiness, of our healthy relationships and financial stability, even rob us of our peace of mind. Because this thing, when the heart become troubled, why have I not achieved this? Why am I this? Why am I doing that? The heart becomes troubled, so it robs one of one's peace. So in this, we shall be looking at 25 of the common behaviors that became habits that are subtly sabotaging one's personal growth and development. So in psychology, self-defeating behavior or habits are described as some actions, habits, and attitudes or ways of thinking that work against our own goals, personal development, and achievements. Habits, thoughts, attitudes. So that's why we want us to look inwards. So they may feel comfortable or provide some initial peace or relief. But over time, you will come to discover that they are becoming what is called self-defeating behavior and it's sabotaging the growth and development. That's why you should listen carefully and share your comments accordingly. And if you have had experience in this line before, please share. This is educational in category, so it's for learning. So let's look at this one by one. The first one is procrastination. Procrastination, always postponing what you're supposed to do. And I say, I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow never ends. Tomorrow never ends. And ultimately, that thing never gets done. And tasks keep, because time waits for no man. Events waits for no man. So think, because what could have achieved today if you have tried to do anything today? You're leaving it tomorrow, but the task of tomorrow is waiting for you tomorrow. Each day has its own presenting product. That's why even the Bible says it. It's enough for the day is evil thereof. Every day has its own task. Every day has its own challenges. So whatever task or challenge you have today, endeavor to deal with it today, because tomorrow's is waiting ahead. If God spares your life, spares my life till tomorrow, then so don't allow today's own to meet tomorrow's own. The other one is negative self-talk. That comes from self-concept and self-esteem. If you negatively see, well, I can't do it, I can't achieve it, I'm not good enough, you are pulling down yourself, you are putting down yourself. Like Zig Ziglar said, If you say you can't, you can't. If you say you are dead, you are dead. If you say you're a failure, you're a failure. You're already speaking negative to yourself. So self-defeating negative talk should be avoided. Only the dead is hopeless. Don't say I'm hopeless. Like they say in Nigeria, he is finished, not me. I'm finished. No, you're not finished. You're not finished. There's old Bible says a living dog is a living dog is better than a dead lion. You are still living. That's all for you can still achieve better as long as so you need to encourage. If you don't see anybody to encourage yourself. So negative talk can be bad. It's not good at all. You say you're not good enough, you can't achieve it. This thing is too difficult for me. But some people did it and they succeed at it. Like when I was in the class, one of my students said something that I can never forget, and I've used it to encourage some others. Said, as people are living and succeeding in the world, I too will succeed. Allow me to see. The boy said it in Yoruba. That is our language in the southwest Nigeria. He said, bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe oríire láyé, èmi náà gbọ́dọ̀ bá wọn ṣe oríire. That is, as our people are succeeding and doing well in life, I too will succeed and do well. I will achieve. That's what the boy said. You can see, talking positive to himself. So another one is fear of failure. They say he who never tries anything may not be able to achieve anything on the long run. So don't fear to fail. As long as you are not planning to fail, you do give it your best shot. If you don't get it right that time, that means there's still a technique you need to apply. That is something. So you rearrange, you re-strategize. That's just it. So there's, as long as I learned to know in education, I learned education psychology. Nobody is an ignoramus. Nobody is useless in life, except somebody who has tried to make him or herself useless. Everybody has a value, even in anatomy. Apart from appendix, I don't know whether they have found function of appendix now, because in biochemistry, we were told that every organ has a function. And every organelle in a cell has a function. Like in the living cell, there's something called mitochondria, which is called the powerhouse of the cell. And the nucleus, you have the chromosomes, you have the genes, you have also everything has a function. Everything. So how much more you? Big you. Big you. So that's just it. Now, fear of success. Some people fear success because they don't want to accept the responsibility of success. They say, uneasy lies there, they wears a crown. Some people don't want to be promoted because they know that as the boss in the office, a lot of people are looking up onto you. You cannot afford to let them down. Like they used to say in leadership, that a leader is supposed to be at least a step ahead of the pack. You cannot be a numbskull as a leader. You must have vision. You must have goal. You must be an encourager. That means you just study. You encourage yourself. Learn. That's why in working places, they do seminars, workshops, and so on. They say resharpening the saw. Improve yourself. So better to take up the challenge. So people fear success. And because of that, they self-sabotage themselves. If they ask you, okay, there's an opportunity for the manager in so place, there's only for the director in so place. I'm working where I am. I don't. No. It's afraid of the responsibility there. Hey, too many eyes will be on me. Too much will be asked, so too much will be expected of. Yes. So who much is given, much is expected. It helps you to improve yourself. Growth is part of life. Then perfectionism is another one. Perfectionism. You just want everything to be perfect. If you can't get it perfect, you don't get it done. No. They say practice makes perfect. You work at it. You may not get it perfectly done today. Tomorrow is another day. Give it the best shot you can. And wait for the others to compliment you. But don't start to pull yourself down. Hey, it's not yet perfect, it's not 100. Nobody is asking you to do 100%. They're giving your best shot. They are watching your attitude, they are watching your behavior, they are watching your input. They are seeing what you are putting into it. Are you doing it with your whole heart, or you are doing it lackadaisically? That was important. Give your best shot. So the another one, making excuses instead of taking up the responsibility. Something is happening, and you are trying to look for fault in other places. Why don't you take responsibility for what is in the ball in your court? Don't look at the field across the fence. Look at the one that is with you. So stop giving excuses. That is part of another thing. So blaming everyone else for your circumstances. It is my dad, it's my mom, it's because of this, it's because of the government, it's because of the economy, but in spite of all this, a lot of people are still living with their head above the waters. Why don't you try to see how they're doing it? Stop blaming. Like I used to tell my students, stop blaming your dad or mom for anything. At least they're able to give you a roof over your head, and they're able to give you food to eat, and they're able to help you to get to school, get you your uniform, your dress to wear, your footwear. It's your job to study your work. It's your job to pay attention in the class. It's your job to do your homework. It's your job. It's your obligation to yourself to see what you can make out for yourself. Your parents cannot study for you. They cannot read for you. They are not supposed to do your assignment for you. I was teaching in high school, junior high school and senior high school. So they are teenagers. The youngest will be around 11, 12. And they are not babies. I tell them, do you expect your dad to be bathing for you at this age? Or to be feeding you? Say, come and sit and be putting spoon in your mouth. I say, I'll be abusing your personality. I say, how many of you are being fed, spoon-fed by your parents at home now? And your parents still bath for you now. So if you come to school dirty, I won't blame your mom, I won't blame your dad, I will blame you. Because you're supposed to be bathing yourself. Unless you say there's no water and there's no soap in your house, then know what to do. So your parents are supposed to help to produce that. But you come to school dirty because your parents didn't bath for you. At this age, 11 years old. No. So now, living beyond your means in order to impress others, you may come to what is called bankruptcy or financial embarrassment when you find it difficult to cope with your living standard. Your salary, your income cannot take care of your living standard. Then what are you doing for yourself? So that is self-sabotaging behavior. You don't live your standard. You don't live your life according to other people's standard. Live within your income, and your life will be much better. You'll be able to plan your life better. You live with peace of mind. You will not be waiting. You will not go and be borrowing, and because they say the borrower is the servant of the lender. So when you hear knocking on your door, you will not be dodging and say, hey, you tell your children, your wife, tell them I'm not home. Well, you come to a state when they will come and sit at your door. What happens then? So live within your means, please. So impulsive spending is also similar to that. Whatever your eyes catches your sight, you like to buy because the money is available. You have to learn saving habits and to know that there may be unplanned expenses that may come up tomorrow. So work with that. Then poor time management, not dealing with distractions. So like you are spending hours in a day on the internet, not to do any study work or anything that would be of financial improvement to you, just watching TikTok and gist on Instagram, news on X and Facebook, all the social media, well, you are there. They are servicing you, and no. You are wasting precious time that you could have invested to do something else, something much more worthwhile. Well, if you seek to be pleasing people, you like to be a people pleaser. You don't know how to say no. Come and do this for me. Come and to do this. Come and follow me. And you are just as if you don't have value for you don't have value for your time. Give me this. Give me that. You always no. You can't tell them no. I can't afford to give you that. Can I have your car now? And you just fueled it. I need it for work, and the person carried the car, burn out the fuel at whose expense. So you should know how to say no before you do things that will now make you sad and seriously unhappy tomorrow. So, and you also stay among toxic people. Toxic people are people that are always talking negative at you. They don't seem to say anything good about you. All they can see is negative. You can't make it. You are not They are not saying anything to encourage you, either in business or in work or in your social life. And that's toxicity. If you come to stay among them, you are killing yourself slowly. So then, when you have somebody that is wise, that really likes you, and the person tries to tell you truth about yourself, maybe notices some of these self-defeating behaviors and attitudes in your life, start to tell you what is called the hard truth. But you don't want that. You now go to align with those that will be sweet talking you and encouraging you to be self-sabotaging yourself. Then that's a self-defeating behavior. A close friend that tells you the truth about yourself. That's why they say truth is bitter. It's better than someone that will sweet talk you and tell you sweet nothings that will be destroying your goals and your happiness. So then you hold grudges a lot. You keep malice a lot. That is self-defeating behavior, because if you are holding grudges or you keep malice or you have unforgiving spirit toward Mr. X, you may be happy, you may be on top of the world, climaxing with joy, but when Mr. X or Lady X comes around, you can see that your countenance will change. That joy, I see somebody just pour cold water on your burning coal of joy. Everything just down. Your countenance will change. It's because of that grudge. But if you don't hold any grudge, just let it pass. It will not affect you in any way. You can see. So avoid this self-defeating behavior. Then we have uncontrolled anger. That's just it. Yoruba say anytime beti ogbo. So you're begging, oh, cool it now. Take it easy. Hey, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm at what? Hello, John. Hello, Cynthia. Calm down. Keep it up. Listen to it. Okay, come with me. Leave me alone. I can't follow you. I must give a piece of my mind. And you get so excited, you get so everything about you. You see that for the next 30 minutes, 1 hour, you are still not settled with yourself. For what reason? Especially when you have people around you to calm you down, to help you to refocus. Thank you for reflecting with me. It's Inuga Reflections. We talk about matters that are germane to your joy and peace, to your personal growth and development. And we are reflecting on self-sabotaging behavior, attitudes, and habits. Something for you to know, something to avoid. If there's any of these things that is in your life or in the life of somebody close to you, try to point the attention to it. Say, hello, this thing you're doing is not helping you. And these are the steps you take to deal with it. So constant comparison yourself with the images and the personality you see on social media may be It be a self-sabotaging behavior. Because a good number of the things you see on social media are packages. So try to live your own natural life. Don't compare your life with anybody else. Don't try to run anybody else's race. You are not in a competition with anybody in this life. If you are competition, you have to compete with yourself. How you can be a better version of yourself, moment by moment, day after day. That was important to you. So please share your comments, your own opinion. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel so we continue to reflect together, to work on issues and matters that make us to. You have only one life to live, and you have the right and ability to live it well, isn't it? Okay. So now, refusing to learn new skills in this 21st century may not be working in your favor. That's why, like I said earlier, in every establishment, in every organization, even your own job, there are new developments almost on daily basis, and it will only help you in your business to be able to maintain good source, to be able to stay in business, to be able to remain appreciable and of good service in your career, in your line of business. You need to develop skills, you need to study. That's why I say study to yourself approved, a workman that need not to be ashamed. So then lack of self-discipline. You see, you can't be a law to yourself. There are certain things, yeah, you have fundamental human rights. But certain things you say, you wake up anytime you like, you sleep anytime you eat, anytime you like, even though you have all these things, like the Bible say, all things are lawful, all things are not expedient. Too much sleep may not be okay for you. Too less sleep is not okay for you. So you can't afford to just eat anything. You see this, you eat it, you eat that, you see that, you eat it. And the science is telling you that some things you are allergic to, don't take it. There's some things are not good for your GIT. Like they say, don't take too much junk food. Okay, I was in just to check my child in the campus sometime many years back, and they were having lecture. I just stood by the window, just near. I could hear. They were using speakers, so I could hear. So the lecturer was saying when she was like them, and in early years of her lecturing work, she used to take a lot of sausage rolls and just carbonated drinks. And over time, she's got this thing was destroying her health. So she was advising them, don't take too much of these sausage rolls and all these food that are pastries that are so chemicalized and carbonated. They will destroy your system. So all things are love, all things are not experience. So self-discipline is very. So if you believe that you can do anything you like, you can do it, you can eat anything you like, you can do. No. You may be self-sabotaging yourself. So when you need help and people offer to help you, and you are showing, you allow your ego to come, you self-sabotage, you say everybody needs help. That's why I like that song. In all our life, in all our play, in all our sorrow, we all need somebody to lean on. Nobody lives this world alone. You need somebody to walk the path along with you. You need a shoulder to cry on. You need somebody to lean on. Just like some people you be of use to some people need to be of use to you. So don't let your pride push out your helpers. Now, if you have victim mentality, when things happen, they hate me, they don't like me. We learn in psychology that if everybody hates you, okay, in Ghana Council, if you believe everybody hates you, then something must be wrong with you. It is a mystery in this life. There's nobody that is utterly hated by everybody. I repeat, there's nobody that's utterly hated by everybody. There'll be somebody that will have some likeness for him. Even the devil has some friends. Even so, just look at it. If you know, if you believe otherwise, please share with me in your comment. But that is research result for you. So don't play victim mentality. Don't believe that the whole world is against you, your family is against you, your classmates are against you, your co-workers are against you. Then how do you live life? How do you grow? It's like you believe you are living among thorns. Even if nobody is disturbing you, you feel disturbed. You believe somebody will poison your food, somebody will stab you at the back. Then how do you live life? So you can see. So now, if you're a dishonest person, that is terrible. Nobody will like to work with you. Nobody will trust you. So dishonesty is a very, very bad virtue. It's a negative virtue. So now, addictive behaviors can be self-sabotaging. Can be addicted to drugs, you can be addicted to films, you can be addicted to movies, you can be addicted to so many things. Addiction means something that you have conditioned your system, your emotion, your feelings, your thinking, that without those things your day is not complete. Then there may be problem in that way. So watch it. So change is part of life. So resisting change may be self-sabotaging. Okay. So what can you do? You ask yourself, which of these behaviors describe me? I repeat, which of these behaviors describes me? What small habits can I change today? Remember this, your greatest competition, like I said earlier, is not another person, it's you. You compete with yourself, how to be a better version of yourself, moment by moment, day by day. So don't play with habits that daily or moment by moment work silently against your success and progress. So when you replace self-defeating habits and behavior with self-improving habits and behavior, then you will live a happier life. So if you found this session very encouraging, please give thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share your comments. Till we meet again, beloved wonderful people. Thank you once again. Remember, check yourself and don't encourage any self-defeating behavior attitude you might observe in your life. And anyone you have come across, please share with me and we can now talk about it to know what other practical way you can take to get to overcome it. Your success is what we desire. Thank you so much once again. God bless you. Stay on top. Like Ziegler said, see you at the top.